Well, g'day everybody and welcome back to Cam's Unearthed Adventures. We've got a bit of a random one today. We've been driving through Inglewood on the Southern Downs of Queensland and we've come across this Warwick cooperative dairy building which is next to the railway tracks, and it looks pretty cool. It's very abandoned. So we're going to go inside and have a good look. So I have absolutely no idea, apart from that, my old friend asbestos. Oh, it could be gyprock. So there's some charming graffiti there. So as you can see, these old buildings are made out of, it's a concrete wall and the old hardwood timber, skirting boards and all that slab panel. I have no idea whether that's gyprock or that's asbestos, but I'm not going to go banging it to find out. That's an old window there. I'm going to move inside. So this is the old dairy co-op. Now I'm assuming that in here there must have been, I don't know, the Inglewood Butter Factory was opened in 1941 as part of the Warwick Cooperative Dairy Association. The cooperative had hoped that opening a factory in Inglewood would encourage new producers into the industry. However, only a small number of dairy farms were established. Believe it or not, Inglewood had a successful tobacco growing industry, and this was far more profitable than dairying. So by the late 1950s, production had declined significantly, and in 1959, the factory only produced 100 tonnes of butter, which was sold locally. The factory closed in July 1961. It's like a bit of very thick old, that's timber door. It's really weird. I'll just zoom back in on that one. Fair bit of graffiti in here. I don't have a torch in here, unfortunately. You won't be able to see much in it. It's an old door. No, you can't even see that door. I wish I had the torch. Look at those rafters. They must be 8 by 4. Those rafters up there. Some very old, oh that's even cooler. They are timber roller doors. When was the last time you saw timber roller doors? I thought this was originally boarded up and people had just broken it all, but that is really cool. They are proper old school timber roller doors. Wow, that is really cool. Front doors are all timber. There we go, there's a timber roller door. If anybody wants to build a really old school house, that's really cool. Coming out onto the outside of the building, you see these massive old hardwood doors. If you're wondering why these things last so long, it is really dry out here. They don't get a huge amount of rain, and even more importantly, they don't get much humidity. So what I'm thinking is possibly this might be some kind of refrigerator room. Having a look at that big door there, it doesn't look like it's like a kiln room because obviously it's got a timber doors, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was a cold room. Have a look at the size of the door on that. I don't even want to go near that door. It's hanging off its hinges. Yeah. As you can see up the top there, from what we looked at outside, that whole atrium, I suppose you'd call it an atrium, there's all those glass louvers, and the glass louvers are still intact. But bear in mind, this building is 64 years old. And those timbers are probably stronger than the day they were put up. This looks like some form of office. The old school door has been boarded up. I think that's gyprock, not asbestos. I'm just going to walk through the front door here. And coming out here, that looks like the front office door. Walking around through to the back, looks like this must have been some kind of factory packaging plant. You can see these old plinths here that had something bolted to them, something very heavy bolted to them. Look at this old building. Look at the amount of timber in this. Looking down at the drains there. Some old school stuff there. Now that is a, I'm going to say a generator. There's a bloody big flywheel on it. Let's have a look up top here and see what we've got. Yep, it's an old generator engine, I'd imagine. One, I have no idea how many cylinders that is. I'm assuming it's a 4-cylinder. Anybody knows what brand that is? The CB logo on this engine refers to Crossley Brothers, which was an engineering firm started by two teetotaling Irish brothers, Francis and William Crossley, in 1866. This particular engine appears to be a 4-cylinder, 110 horsepower, compressorless coal-starting heavy oil engine, produced in around about 1928 or 1929. Maybe there was a spec plate just there, but that's pretty cool. Again, we're looking over here. That's something up on the roof there. No, that was obviously the exhaust. I wouldn't say obviously. I'm assuming it's the exhaust for this engine here. And coming back over here, I reckon that in the corner there is most likely going to be the dunny. Now, there must have been a fuel tank somewhere. Have a look at that timber. I just realised. Look at that timber. That is like, I don't know how old that timber is, but it's old. Let's have a look over here. Maybe that was the dunny. Possibly could have been the dunny for the workers. Let's have a look over here on the ground. And if there's anything that's interesting, I'll sneak out the back door here. Good bits of timber. Another bit of a plinth there. And then over here, we've got a barking dog. But that looks like there was another fairly substantial structure there. Who knows, they could have been tanks. That's the view from the back of the, what I would say, the production floor. Over here is I'm just going to walk through this labyrinth of old stuff here. That's an old electrical pole just there. Let's see what else is hiding in here. Some decent graffiti. Should be proud of that with the 4-inch paintbrush. Lots of bits of steel around here, railway sleepers. Coming back on the railway track now. Nice day out there. Not a train in sight. This is actually still a functioning railway track. It goes out to Gundawindi. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and stay safe and have a great day.